All right. Hello, everyone. This is the Vault Companion channel. Welcome back to Mass Effect Warp. This is episode 2. We're playing the unofficial 5th edition D&D for homebrew for Mass Effect. Uh, I am Patrick. I will be your game master today. My pronouns are he, him, and I will throw it over to Calvin.
Okay, hey everyone, I'm Calvin. My pronouns are he, him. The character I will be playing is Berr, the Krogan soldier who's ready to bonk some heads, who also shares my pronouns. And that is all the intro we'll get right now because I'm ready to hop into combat.
Okay, and we'll throw it over to Aubrey.
Hello, I'm Aubrey, and I play Neveah Helscus, aka Nev, the Turian engineer. Yeah, we both use she, her pronouns.
All right, and then I will throw it over to Derryk.
That's me. Hi, I'm Derryk. I use they, ze, and he pronouns, and I will be playing Saro Miat, the Drell sniper who's ready to pop some of the heads that get bonked. And Saro uses they, he pronouns.
And I will throw it over to JPG.
Hi everyone, I'm JPG. I'll be playing Ikade'Sung Vas Torero, our Quarian vanguard, and I'm trying to not get bonked.
All right. As we get started in this very dangerous episode, I'd like to remind everyone to support our creatives here. We have a tip jar and we have a couple of donation levels that you can give for it. $1 will get our deepest gratitude. $3 will buy an Omni Gel, which is inspiration. Five will buy a Meta Gel, which is a Bardic. So make sure and get onto the Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/vault companions. And Mass Effect, for content warnings, it is set in a sci-fi future in the midst of war. Please enjoy responsibly. Content warning for the episode may include fantasy violence, harm to loved ones, substance use, body horror, monsters, monstrosities, guns, societal collapse, characters in crisis after traumatic experiences, both recent and in the past. And with that, we'll get started. And what better way to get started than with rolling for initiative? If I could get all players to roll their initiative.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Oh,
I love rolling with advantage for initiative.
how does a nice high number of 5 sound?
Oh my, okay.
Real nice because I tied you.
All right, well, at least you have, buddy system.
Yeah, buddy system.
It's a 16 for Burr.
A 19.
How is it being the Citadel's most favorite Krogan at this point?
It's pretty nice, actually.
All right, what was I'm sorry, Derryk, what was Cyrus?
A 19.
Oh my.
Ugh.
Okay.
Citadel's most favorite Drell. I hate it.
I love it.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, the one who goes first, as you look out on the field before you, a horde of Vorcha start moving between the derelict vehicles. Like you're in front, the very like front facing part of the spaceport, and you're looking out at these derelict cars that are sitting between like craters and scorch marks. And as you all stand at the front, you watch as a Vorcha with a missile launcher stands up from behind a vehicle and aims and fires. So I am going to need everyone, because you're all pretty much in the same area. Let's see, you're going to need to make a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, easy. 21.
Oh, fantastic.
I rolled a 14 on the die.
15.
Nev makes it.
That is a 16 total for Berr.
Awesome.
I can see the effect, right?
Yeah, you can see the effect.
Okay, because I rolled a 7, but I have advantage when I can see the effect.
Oh, yeah, you can see it firing from a long ways off.
Okay, cool. So, second roll, that's a 19.
Okay, so, all of you, you see the Vorcha from, like, a ways away, lift and fire, brothers! And fires this missile, the streak of the smoke, like, coming out behind it, and you all have the presence of mind to immediately duck for cover at whatever detritus or debris is around you. So I need all of you are actually going to take quick math here. 18 points of damage.
Okay. And just double checking, these would apply to shields first, and then the leftover carries over.
Yes, absolutely.
How many points of damage?
18 points of damage.
What the?
What?
And so it just hit all of us, or is this like an area thing, or?
It's an area of effect.
Is that 86 if we failed?
That's ouch.
Yeah. What do you? Okay, Patrick, please remind me. What's considered bloodied or like to that effect?
I think for right now, bloodied. We're going to hold off on bloodied for right now. You are simply shocked and awe at this attack, so we'll say that. But once that resolves, you see another Vorcha just immediately, like this Vorcha with this like bandolier pack over its chest, immediately streak out from one of the trucks that are hauling to the spaceport and makes a break for you guys. It makes a full sprint and actually gets pretty close, like comes up to the steps of the spaceport, but doesn't quite make it to you. And that's going to be that Vorcha's turn. Saro, it is your turn.
Well, okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Sneak attack, which I do get as a infiltrator.
Yes.
Does that work the same as like rogue, where like if I hide, I get it also?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I get a feeling that the one that shot that fucking rocket at us is the leader, or like the one in charge of the conglomerate that is attacking us?
Give me a perception check.
Absolutely. Oh, math. 23.
You are looking out at the field and you're seeing a lot of frantic and sporadic movement. Like you count almost a dozen Vorcha that are moving between these vehicles, but none of it seems necessarily coordinated. It seems like they have pack tactics in a sense because they knew to fire the rocket first as a kind of catch all for everyone before before you had a chance to do anything.
Yeah.
But after that, everyone kind of broke free on their own movements. So you're not necessarily seeing a leader, but you are seeing individuals take initiative. So you're not. There's no like easy like, hey, they're the target. But that's all you can really glean in this like blink of an eye. But I will tell you that you do you sense that something is off, that this attack has perhaps something more in depth to it that you're not quite picking up.
Yeah, almost feels like there's a leader that's not here. Like someone that kind of told them a plan in a way. Okay, I would like to... I'm going to take a shot at the rocket one because I don't need another rocket coming towards us.
Excellent. You're absolutely in range, so go ahead, make that attack. Or did you want to use a bonus action hide first?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Cool. So stealth first, and then the attack, or
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Oh, a 23 stealth.
Oh yeah, you find like a small little alcove. Hey, do you remember how in Mass Effect 2 you just kind of shift the camera and suddenly a Drell would disappear? That's kind of what happened. You just everyone was looking at you for a moment. You kind of sidestepped and were just gone. So go ahead and make your attack.
Yes, I will. I am going to... Yes! Love that. Love seeing that number specifically. That's a natural 20. Okay.
I'm going to preface this by saying you absolutely destroy this Vorcha. I want you to roll exactly how much because you target this one perfectly. I want to know how deadsies this Vorcha is.
So this is gonna be... Okay, so I'm just gonna double the number because I don't feel like finding all that dice. Because that's double 2d12, so it would be 40, 12, and 66.
Jesus.
That I'd be rolling. So holy shit. Okay. So that's holy crap, math. 58 damage plus 4, that's
62.
62 damage.
So you scope on this Vorcha. It's still like reeling from the recoil on its rocket, trying to load another one in. And before it can even get its weapon situated, you sight right down center line on the skull and just boom.
Yeah.
It drops dead. You absolutely devastated.
Yeah, if anybody were to see me if I wasn't darkness right now, they would see my lips moving, and it's me saying a prayer, which is, though my quarry has been slain, I do not find respite in their death. I am grateful to the Lord of Hunters for granting me these skills. I thank the Lady of the Afterlife for shepherding my prey to their end. May you find solace in their arms after finding pain from the end of my rifle.
You extend a courtesy that these Vorchas certainly aren't extending you, and that is a last rites as they are wiped from this planet. And that is there anything else that you want to do on your turn?
I don't think there's anything else that I can do.
I think you still have the movement.
I do. Do I here? Hold on. Let's see. Actually, I don't want to do anything else. I'm gonna stay hidden.
All right. That is your turn then. The Vorcha, those scattered, immediately pick up that a mighty blow landed on one of their compatriots, and they kind of snap to attention in a frenzied, frantic kind of way. And a Vorcha with like a kind of shoulder pad and kind of like makeshift kind of drapery on him, just kind of snaps to and is, no, that's too much, and is going to actually fire on you. He's not in range at all. So
I
this
love
is
you
gonna
giving
be,
me my next target.
let's see, that is a whole 4. So pulls out his assault rifle and just sprays in the general direction. Like you revealed yourself with that shot. You're no longer in stealth, but it just cannot just get a reticule on you. You see flecks of the building kind of like break away around you as rounds scatter around you without at all impacting you. And that is that one's turn. We're going to go to Berr.
Alrighty. So there's some of them like scampering around like these vehicles that are ahead of us.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
about how far away are they?
Um, I would say probably you'd have to do a full movement, maybe even like a dash. There is the one that like really sprinted up the steps towards you that is like gung ho about getting to you, but the others are still making their way through the wreckage to get to you.
Okay, so if I could move about 22 meters, I would probably be able to reach them. Which is like
Yeah,
double
I'll say
my.
that there's
Okay.
a small grouping that is close enough that you like if you could move 22, you could probably get to them.
All right. Well, they wanted to start this off with an explosion, so I'm gonna show them a real explosion. Burr is gonna charge forward with his movement, and then as he gets closer and probably just like rushes past the one that tried to get closer, you'll see some propulsion jets sort of emerge out of his leg armor and launch him forward into the air. And as he lands near the other Vorcha, he's going to use Havoc Strike.
All right. Wow. You watch this Vorcha who is so gung ho about getting to you. Like claws raised, it's ready to attack, and then you just breeze past them without even acknowledging their presence. What? And you move on to a group that kind of like uh almost as you look at them, give me a perception check.
Ooh. 14 total.
Weirdly, it seems like you've fought Vorcha before. They're usually just territorial or just being kind of a menace. You see them salivating. Go
Well,
ahead and make your attack.
let's see who's more excited here. So the Havoc Strike is an area effect. I need them to make a save of 8 plus my proficiency plus my strength modifier, which would be a total of, oh, it's right here actually, DC 14 dexterity.
DC 14 dexterity. Okay.
And that's each creature within 2 meters or whatever would be appropriate for them scrambling around here.
You watch as 2 of them just kind of like raise their like they kind of get in a pose, snarling at you as you're approaching. They have kind of no comprehension what's happening here, and they think you're coming straight to them for an easy kill. And then the third one kind of sees the jets kick on and has the presence of mind to make a dodge. I'm sorry, what was the damage on that again?
The damage is 4d8 and half on a successful save. So let me roll that up for you.
Yeah, how do you like that, Patrick? Giving us 18 damage off the top.
Unfortunately, I can't reach that level. I actually do have exactly 17 damage on that 4d8.
You're swinging with your warhammer, right?
I think just for flavor-wise, he's swinging with the warhammer, yeah.
Yeah,
But then, yeah,
you like ignite the jets and spring forward. Like explain, like tell us how it plays out as you really smash these Vorcha.
so again, like he just runs forward. As he's going, he'll like he'll look back at Nev and Ikade and say, "You've got this one." As he gestures to the one that he's running past. He will launch himself in the air, momentarily backlit by the sun, and then just land in the middle of this crowd.
Yeah, you smash the like you actually like hit them, but follow through smashes concrete, and you see like the like spiderweb spiral of stress fractures from the impact. Like you absolutely land a devastating hit on these Vorcha. That third Vorcha, a Vorcha with like a kind of regrowing skin from burns that happened long ago, dodged out of the way enough that it only kind of got like the concussive blast and the debris from that. But you level a huge hit on these ones. And is there anything else that you would like to do? Is there like a bonus action that you'd like to do?
Unless I'm missing something, I don't believe I have a useful bonus action at the moment.
Okay.
So that's all I got for now. Just putting myself where I want to be, which is in the middle of everything.
Gotcha. So Saro, you had just watched Berr just stampede away, and then rockets flick out. He smashes those Vorcha, and as you're kind of sighting your next target, you kind of realize that there's something amiss. What's your DC? Or what's your AC?
15.
You are just out of the corner of your eye. You notice a stealth field coming away as an attacker comes at you from behind. A Vorcha emerges from stealth behind you with this large, gnarled, kind of makeshift blade out of various things that it's kind of welded together, and it swings on you, doing what is that? 14 damage, and that bypasses shields.
Cool. I'm going to uncanny dodge that to have that. Because ouchie, I don't want to lose any more health.
Yeah.
Cool.
It you like with your deft reflexes like are able to kind of like shift the momentum of the blade so it just kind of passes by you. And you hear like stink hit into the stone behind you as this Vorcha hisses and is like, you are here for us. We take you now, and is right up in your face. Like you can see their teeth gnashing at you from behind their like welder's goggles. And that will be that's kind of their turn. All right, we are going to do a couple of Berr was so nice as to get himself right in range of a couple of Vorcha. So they're going to go ahead and make some attacks. Let's see.
It's suspicious that there are more Vorcha than us, Patrick. Like, I just want to put that out there.
It is very suspicious.
It is suspicious of you as a GM to do this to our space gang.
No one said Patrick was gonna go easy on us.
Yeah.
No. The galaxy is a mean place.
Oh, but trust me, my attacks are so much meaner.
All right. Berr, does a 11 hit?
No.
So I'm assuming a 10 does not hit either.
Nope.
Does an 18 hit?
No. AC of 19.
So these Vorcha, who have just been smacked upside the head by you, kind of rally and start attacking you. They raise their claws and start slashing at you, and you have full heavy armor. So you throw up an arm, throw up an elbow, and just kind of bat them away, and are easily able to kind of push off any offensive attacks that are coming your way. So that is them. Man, gonna make some more rolls here. All right. Wow. Nev and Ikade, you are still at the front of the spaceport. You kind of haven't had a moment. You don't have the lightning fast reflexes of a Drell. You don't have the battle hardened instincts of a Krogan. So you're watching as these things happen, and kind of it takes a moment, and then gunfire erupts around you, spraying all around you before you have the presence of mind to react. Just, just the most inaccurate gunfire that has ever been. I rolled the worst rolls here for. You watch as three Vorcha just like open fire, just like, no, we'll reinforce them, and they all just spray wall. So that was a great series of turns. All right, Nev, it is your turn.
And yeah, no, Ikade, you look fucked up, right?
Oh yeah. I'm like, Nev, how much blood is too much blood?
Like, that might be too much blood.
Okay, cool.
And
So-
I'm going to for my my bonus action, I'm going to activate my defense matrix, and so it increases my armor a little bit. Yep, and then I'm going to use a. Cool. People should be within 36 meters of me.
Yeah,
I'm
actually, even Berr moved only 22, so you are absolutely in range.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Unity, and send some nanobots to everyone to heal us all a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
Because I built kind of a healer.
How much is a little bit?
I'm at 13
I got
health
her.
points left.
We heal 9. You all heal 9.
Okay.
Awesome.
Does that only apply to HP, or does that apply to shield as well?
Oh, it'll only be HP. Your shields will regenerate at the start of next turn.
Oh, they okay.
Thank you. Ugh.
I'm
Thank the Lord of Hunters.
yeah. I'm back up to half my health.
Hey. And other than that, I have Charlie out, so Charlie is going to go after me, and on his turn, he will be directed to just shoot the closest Vorcha.
Yeah, there's that Vorcha that stormed up the steps toward you that was just completely bypassed by Berr. There's a moment of befuddlement as it's like, where are you going? And then Charlie floats over. Go ahead and make your attack.
Mm-hmm. Let me grab his actual where did I but yeah, that is a 19 on the dice.
That'll do it.
Plus yeah, it would be a 23.
23 damage or
23 to hit.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you absolutely. Charlie is a champ at this.
It's 7 lightning damage to the Vorcha.
Gotcha. Okay. You do. Yes. Okay. It gives you see it like shimmer a little bit as it kind of powers up, then fires a bolt, and the Vorcha goes, yeah. So you are able to kind of catch it off guard, as it didn't expect a floating ball of energy to attack it. I'm going to make a couple. You watch as a couple more Vorcha kind of spring up from the wreckage. There's one that has like shards of shrapnel that have kind of healed over, sticking out of its shoulder. There's another one that's wearing a cloak that emerges and like is sprinting up to get with its compatriot that is storming the two of you. And that's going to be all of their turns. Vorcha Boom Squad is dead. So Bandolier is going to actually, at the top of the turn order, I'm going to say all of your Omni tools kind of squat to life, and you hear a voice over them. Hey, this is CMAX. Hey, you guys did something. I'm noticing a lot of movement that wasn't moving before. And then another voice comes on. This is Vetra. We have a vessel moving from other side of Atmo. There is we can't get a visual on it, but it's moving in fast. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that that's the sign. I'm gonna go ahead and pick you guys up because if a Reaper shows up, I won't be here. And I would like one of you all to roll a d6.
Hey, Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
I think we forgot my turn.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Yes, we did. That was
Is it okay?
Very much.
Can I just take one at the top of this?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, in fact, why don't you roll the d6?
Oh no! Why would you do this to the crew? Why would you do this?
Do we not remember the nat ones from last session?
Patrick,
this could mean anything.
What does a 2 do?
It's the number of turns before your ride gets here.
Oh, thank God!
Oh, thank God!
Oh, thank God.
So he's like, I'm making a loop right now. I'll be in quick as I can. Get yourselves ready. I'm dropping in hot. Go ahead and Akane, it's your turn.
All right. I think I'm watching Nev do all of this and kind of a direct Charlie to do what they need to do, and I look over at Berr and I'm like, all right, well, over the river and through the woods, I guess, and so I cast charge.
Okay.
Which so casting time, that's going to be my action. Does 16 meters make it up to where Berr is?
No, Berr is just a little bit further. He was at 22.
With my natural walk, I can plus 16 meters. Can I make it to him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So what you see is this he like gets up and he's like holding his stomach and he starts to limp, and then it goes faster and faster, and it goes into a biotic charge. And everything, including Berr, I'm so sorry about this, but narratively this is funny.
No, don't worry about it.
Everybody has to make a dexterity saving throw, a DC 13.
DC 13. Well,
Everybody within a 4-meter radius.
let's see what comes out.
Sorry, Calvin.
Well, it's a good thing Berr will respect you more if you accidentally hurt him, because I did roll a natural 1. It was almost a 7, but it decided not to be.
Okay. That was a DC 13?
13.
So these 3 Vorcha that were attacked by a hammer-wielding, rocket-powered Krogan are slashing at him, and Berr is just kind of like holding them back with his own strength. They have kind of their attention catches just to the side as this Quarian starts picking up speed, picking up more speed, picking up too much speed, then turning blue and flying through the air and impacts. All 3 of them fail because they're just not expecting a Quarian to really reach terminal velocity on the ground. So go ahead. What's the damage for that?
It's 2d10 plus 2.
Go
and
ahead and roll.
I got 14 plus 2, that's 16. So that's 16 damage to everyone. And then there's another thing that I can do because of charge. Okay, on a failed save, the target, targets, because it's an area charge now, they all become prone. And
Okay.
then if they're in cover, it ignores cover. Okay, movement doesn't provide opportunity. Okay, yeah. So everybody is prone.
I mean, 3 Vorchas lie prone. 2 of them are prone because they're dead.
So
one of them just gets knocked flat on its back.
I'm gonna roll a bonus action as well too.
Okay.
1 second. Okay, so sorry, I'm still getting used to the interface on this one.
No worries.
Okay, so bonus action. Let's do the attacks. Okay, Emerald Suppressor. Oh, how do I roll this? Oh, there you go. Cool. Does an 18 hit?
He's prone, so it absolutely does.
Okay. So Berr's on the ground, 2 of the Vorchas are dead, 1 Vorcha's left. And so I bowl over everybody. And I turn to Berr and I'm like, oh hey man, what's up? And he shoots the other Vorcha in the head with his M11 suppressor. So that is going to be 11 damage.
You only needed 6.
Okay.
So that is your turn, and a fantastic turn it was. You 3 Vorcha now are killed in action. So we go to the top now with the Vorcha with the bandolier like charging up the steps. Nev and Saro are there, but Saro's kind of engaged with the other one. So the Vorcha with the bandolier is going to come at Nev. And
our shields would regenerate, right? Because it's the start of the next.
Yes,
turn.
absolutely. Make sure that top of the order, press the regen button and it should regenerate your shields to the appropriate amount.
Okay. At the top of the round or the top of our turns?
Top of your turns. Top of your turns. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'm just
Yes,
clarifying.
top
Yeah.
of your turns.
Okay.
I have to
All
undo
right.
that 5 regen.
Nev, does an 11 hit?
No.
Uh, you see this Vorcha come wildly swinging at you, just claws in hand, just biting at you. And you know what? I would like you to make a perception check.
Yeah. That's a 19.
These Vorcha, you've had contact with Vorcha. Vorcha are pretty regular occurrence within um, unsettled space. Vorcha are also regularly used as just manual labor because there's a lot of them and they're very cheap and very durable. These Vorcha are attacking you, and though you all were surprised initially, and it seemed like, wow, you're being fought by this swarm of vicious Vorcha, um, they're actually really bad at fighting. They're actually just kind of like running on instincts and frantically just kind of trying to get whatever attacks in that they can. Uh, these don't have the markings of Blood Pack. They don't have necessarily the group configuration of like a clan of Vorcha. Uh, this very much looks like what was laborers on this planet. And what are Vorcha good at doing is surviving. These just happen to be the only survivors on this planet. And they're not attacking you because this is an opportunity for to steal your goods or to maybe like take territory or anything like that. Uh, this is frenetic and feral. And you're seeing some of these Vorcha that should have healed, should have been, you know, full combatants, still like struggling with injuries. Uh, they are just trying to find anything to survive. These are not vicious warriors. These are the last survivors.
If I was a character that did persuasion-y things and talked about things, I might do more with that information.
Do, do you think you would just tell us over the comms at least?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah, it would definitely just be like, these, certainly are not your usual blood pack Vorcha. Certainly just seem to be trying to survive.
All right. Uh, before we're actually at Saro's turn, but we're actually at a point where I think we should take a break. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the pause on this. Um, everyone, make sure do your bathroom breaks, and we will be back in 10 minutes. Oh, I was muted. Oopsie. Okay. Saro, you are next in the turn order. You are being attacked by a Vorcha that is very close to you. Go ahead and regen your shields.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did that. He chose the wrong one. I'm going to use my cantrip ballistic blades.
Yeah, go
which
for it.
is a to hit. That is, what is that? Ooh, a 26 to hit.
That does hit.
Cool. That's gonna be 4d12. Jesus Christ. 27 damage.
Now is that melee damage technically because it's piercing blades, or is it just
Piercing
slashing?
damage.
Piercing damage. Okay. This Vorcha picks up a trick from you and uncanny dodges.
That's fine. Because oh, actually, wait, I forgot. He's going to take one more d12 because I have the advancement of exploding blades.
Okay.
So he's gonna take 1d12 of thunder damage.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm gonna need him to roll a Constitution saving throw. 15. He takes 7 thunder damage.
Okay. He just makes the save.
Cool. He is not stunned until the end of my next turn. But at the top of his turn, he will take 3d12 bleeding damage.
Okay. So let me make sure he gets all of the damage that he's supposed to. It was
26 plus 7 thunder damage. But he uncanny dodged it, so it would be just 20 damage total.
Gotcha.
And then whenever his turn is.
You are in luck, I believe, because I think he is coming up. Oh, actually, there's another Vorcha that's in the group behind, like, amongst the vehicles that fired a volley of shots and noticed that they really weren't doing anything. So that Vorcha is going to be like, and like kind of throws the assault rifle aside and is going to charge Berr and make an attack. Let's see. And he rolls a natural 1, so that's great. Berr, you watch as this Vorcha, like, fearsome, ferocious, snarling at you, trips over a vehicle and faceplants.
Does it make a difference that Berr is still prone at the moment?
Oh, because I believe that's advantage on melee attacks.
If the attacker is within 2 meters, yes.
Yes, okay. In that case, thank you for catching that, even though it's your own detriment. But I have good news. I am rolling very poorly right now, and they get... It's better. It was better than a 1. It's a 4. So it still doesn't do well. But now it is the Vorcha's turn in front of Saro, and he snarls at you and is just like, this is how we live. This is how we make it through. And is going to make another attack on you.
Well, he takes 19 bleeding damage from my blades. at the start of his turn.
I forgot about that. You see like grievous bodily harm as like the blood just oozes down their chest. That was wow. Oof, they are not in good shape. But they are going to make an attack anyways. Does a 24 hit?
Yes. Ouchie.
Swings on you and does 6 slashing damage.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
It does bypass shields because it's melee.
That's fine.
You see like a ferocity to them. They're just they had a singular plan, and that seems to have gone off the rails. So they're slashing at you, just like and like it's still catching you because it's a just in the proximity of, and you're just not quite dodging as you should be, and so you do take these blows, but it's not debilitating.
Yeah.
And that will be their turn. Those 3 Vorcha are dead. That Vorcha is going to make an attack, and it's. Please roll good for me, please.
No.
No one wants that, Patrick. No one wants that.
Yeah, the dice don't either. So
Yeah.
that one goes by. I swear, this is a ferocious battle. This is pitched combat. That is. Oh, okay. Akade, does a 15 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay.
The only one having a ferocious battle right now is Saro. Okay? Saro did big damage, and then Patrick was just like, this one, that's the one I'm fucking up.
All right. Nev, it is your turn. You still have a couple of Vorcha around you. Is what is it that you would like to do?
I was like, I don't think I have any options that are considered non-lethal. But would say a bunch of them be within, say, 12 meters of each other?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Go
You
for
know
it.
what? We're gonna toss a quick overload out there, to see if we can just put them out of their misery. I don't know, not necessarily and I need all of them to make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah. They will go ahead and do that. I'm gonna make a prediction right here. All these rolls are gonna fail.
It's a nice feeling to watch your GM's rolls fail.
Dude, this is so nice, right? Like,
We were worried in the beginning.
I was real worried.
What was the DC on that?
It is going to be a 15 dex saving throw.
So, out of a grouping of 3, I still got a nat 1, an 11, and a 17. So one of them made it. Go ahead and give me the damage on that.
It's going to be 9 lightning damage, and they are all primed if anybody wants to follow up with a detonation.
Oh god, I think I have a detonation. 1 second.
I do have a detonation.
Okay, but these are just like... We did establish that these are just Vorcha that are just trying to live their lives, right?
They attacked me. Wrong one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was like, I have nothing that's considered non-lethal. Guns are most definitely not non-lethal.
I actually made a mistake. Berr, I forgot about the big old Krogan. So let's go ahead and give you an opportunity to wreck my stuff.
Okay. Will do. So yeah, Burr, after just having his shield broken by Ikade and getting knocked prone, there's this look of is it surprise? Is it anger? Hard to read. But then a Vorcha attacks him on the ground, so he's getting back to work. Just going to stand from prone.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that triggers any attacks or anything from this
No,
particular.
you should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna come at him with a bonk. And I got some cool abilities here. Let's just apply. I feel like I could probably hit him, so I'm gonna apply weapon of choice to the damage roll and spend one of my superiority die.
Gotcha.
Let's
Go
the
for it.
attack roll first. Ooh. Okay, maybe I should have spent it on the. I should have spent it on the other one. No, that's only a 13 to hit. Could I still spend?
You absolutely you do hit.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so damage roll and a superiority die, which I will mark off after this roll, for a total of 20 damage.
That is going to be rough. Oh boy. You see this Vorcha that had been they were carrying around a just Carnifex pistol because their arm is just kind of their left arm is just kind of mangled a little bit. You are easily able to just swing around and because you're using your hammer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you easily hit them square in the chest. They get a foot of elevation before they fall back down, and you definitely heard bones crack. Is there anything else that you'd like to do on your turn?
Oh, is that one just dead now?
No, it's actually still standing.
Ooh, okay. What would Burr do in this moment? Because I could attack again. Screw it. They started off with a rocket. I'm just gonna attack again.
Wrong ones.
They decided it was rocket times. Yeah. So with the, I believe it's a class feature that Burr has extra attacks. So when he can attack twice if he uses the attack action. So yeah. I'm just gonna finish this guy off with a second swing. Rolling to hit. For a 20 total on the attack roll.
Oh, you absolutely clobber him.
For 14 damage.
With damage to spare, they just kind of, you hit them again, and they stagger for a moment, take one last breath, and then fall face first into the ground. They are gone. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No. I mean, if there's any more, I'm just gonna move towards them.
Yeah, absolutely. I forgot your most important member of the team, Charlie. Charlie was absolutely.
Wait, where are you? Wait.
Yeah, Charlie.
That's
Charlie, yeah, you are. No, Charlie. Who do you think I was talking about? Charlie.
I don't want to get forgotten twice.
You'll just zap the closest Vorcha.
Go for it.
For a 13.
That hits.
Okay. And that will be 6 lightning damage.
All right.
Ikade just idle motioning right now.
Doing the Karlak dance.
Oh, I guess Akade, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to talk to the nearest Vorcha.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Only one. Only
I-
one is gonna do it.
I think there's only one left, right?
No, there's still a couple like they've been bloodied and beaten, but there's still like I want to say at least 4 or 5 still standing.
I'm fighting like a barbarian of a Vorcha because it's taking some very serious hits from me.
Okay, I am going to use. Okay, so powers. Do I got anything that can help? I might
you have
have
anything-
something.
Do you have anything with your Paragon Renegade?
Oh, I do actually. Thank you. It is in. Is it in features? It is in features. I have convince. When you make a charisma persuasion check, you may roll a d6 and add the number rolled to that result. You may use this benefit before long rests, a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, so a minimum of once.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to go ahead and make that that charisma check?
Yeah,
It'll be persuasion.
persuasion.
I mean, unless you're lying to them and you can use deception.
No. I'm definitely. I'm on the up and up. Okay, so
Okay.
my persuasion's a +4.
Okay.
I now.
Oh no.
Hey Patrick,
Yeah.
what's a nat 20 do in this scenario?
Ooh.
You tell me what your opening statement is to these frantic and frenzied Vorcha in the middle of combat that are trying to kill you. Please tell me what Akade says to them.
Hey man, I feel real bad about shooting that guy in the face because you probably know him, but call your guys off. It's obvious we're not enemies of each other.
You see the Vorcha in front of you kind of like they blink a couple of times, kind of getting some of the frenzy out of their action, and they're just like,
Or
We-
do y'all want to keep doing this?
we need to survive. They come and they take and they take this. We can only scavenge for what we have.
Yeah, but we can help you. We have a ship, and this is the end of the second round, right?
It is the end of the second round.
We have a ship that can help out you and your families.
We just want to live.
And we can that. Just tell the rest of your people to stop getting shot in the face.
This Vorcha frantically waves and screams at the others. We need to stop. We can live. We can live. And his voice somehow rings out over the din. And though you're in the midst of combat, you see a hesitation. Vorcha that were coming for you are just giving it a moment to let things play out. And Saro, you see this vicious Vorcha in front of you that is swinging with all of the gusto that he has, momentarily abides, waits for kind of whatever is happening to play out, and they say, if you can take us away, we just don't want to be here anymore.
Look over at Saro, and I'm like, he's just got like two in his hands.
Tara's literally looking at Ikade and looks to Nev and Berr like, do I actually listen to this guy or?
And I'm assuming, okay, like, I'm like, hey, grab your people and grab your families, because I'm assuming there are like little Vorcha babies around here.
They shake their head and they're like, this is it. We travel as one.
All right, get them on the ship.
they're going to like kind of tentatively holster whatever weapons and armaments that they have.
I think I'm gonna like station Berr at the like right at the opening of the ship, and okay, just take their weapons though. Okay, just take their weapons.
You're way too trusting, kid.
You all see, like, you hear the sound of the Ezo being like fired up as the shuttle flies overhead, looking for an appropriate landing zone. And over the Omni tool, you hear, hey, I hope you're not getting too comfortable. Things are about to get hot. You hear something like almost like a projectile artillery coming through the air, getting louder, approaching your position. And as you're standing there, almost like meteors from the sky pound into the pavement, exploding in miniature like geysers of flame. And from the flame, these strange monstrosities stepping out. They have kind of the same shape as Batarians, like the multiple eyes, the wide mouth, but they're strangely like bloated, and there's odd textures and technology coming off of their bodies. Their gaze is vacant, and they roar and step into battle, immediately raising their weapons. Meteor after meteor pound the ground. You see 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. These things are just hitting the ground, and wherever they hit, one of these strange, like, caricatures of a Batarian step out, roaring and firing as they step into battle. And the shuttle over your comm says, "All right, we're going now because this is going to get a lot worse immediately." And the shuttle swoops in to a clear patch that you all can see. You're still in initiative. Technically, there's a Vorcha that goes before all of you, and they're going to immediately jump to the door of the ship and scratch on it, being like, "Never said we want to leave!" Saro, you're next to the turn order.
I am. How far is it from me?
How far is... Oh, the shuttle? It's kind of parked in the middle, like, it's in a radius between you, because you are still on the steps of the spaceport. Berr and Ikade are out in the middle. It's kind of in the middle of you. So Nev and Saro are kind of in the same spot, equidistant to the shuttle.
Can I get there in 14 meters of speed?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm running, and I'm scooping Nev at the waist to run to the ship.
I will be scooped.
Give me an athletics check.
Absolutely. That's not the right button. Okay. I had a 0 to this. Good luck, everybody. Oh, an 18.
Yeah. That just immediate impulse of survive. Like, this job has gone bad. You need to get out. So you grab the other member of your team. You need to move now, and you get on the ship as the shuttle doors are opening. You're practically first one through the doors. That other Vorcha quickly following you. That is your turn. You have... your action was kind of like picking up. Yeah. So that is your turn. There's going to be another Vorcha that is going to kind of move to get on board. Berr, it is you.
Berr is going to move towards the ship with his move action, and if possible, he will ready like a dash action to get on after everybody else has gotten on. And he'll just sort of
Yeah.
position himself in the path of whatever these things are with his hammer raised and just say, everybody who's getting on, get on.
Yeah, you absolutely provide cover for everyone to make their escape. Let's do a couple more. That Vorcha is gonna get on. That Vorcha is gonna get on. That Vorcha is unfortunately a bit too far away, so it's scrambling. It doesn't. Oh wait, no. Vorcha can move ridiculous speeds. Okay. That Vorcha. Luckily, you're all kind of lumped together. Nev, is there anything you'd like to do now that you are on the shuttle?
I can see the not quite Batarians, right?
Yes.
The Bloatarian.
I am going to, I'm going to take a quick pot shot at the closest one with my my acolytes.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
And that is going to be a 21 on the dice.
Nailed them.
For a good 5 force damage.
You see it hits them and they stagger from the impact, but not from the sensation or stimulus. You see that this is an automaton that is programmed with a task, and nothing else but completing that task will interfere with it. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm mostly just going to grab just one of the oh shit handles and hold on.
Yeah. Let's move on to Ikade. Ikade, what would you like to do?
I'm just moving into the ship, but right before I move into the ship, I do the grabby hands to Berr to pick me up because I'm still bleeding.
Just goes uppies.
Like
Yeah, all right.
Berr, I'm not even going to make you roll for it because Ikade is a small, trifling thing, and you are a full 7-foot-something Krogan, so you easily just like, all right.
Just over the shoulder.
Carries him like a briefcase.
The ship is sailing. It's sailing, guys.
Everyone files into the ship. You see the last of the Vorcha kind of like clamber on board, and it's packed tight. Like this is a vessel that is designed for maybe like 6 in a drop party. You're fully double that, so you're shoulder to shoulder, but you are crammed inside and the door is shut. You hear the like firing taking off the shell of the hull of the craft as the thrusters kick in and it starts to lift off. As you feel the inertial dampeners kick in, you can see out the window a looming shape in the distance. Something very large is coming in very fast. I need to make a roll for the pilot.
You can just let it happen. You just let us get away.
Or
You
you
don't
could
have to
just let us
roll.
get away. You can just let us get away.
Yeah,
Patrick. Like that's
to be
that'd
funny,
cool.
Saro is definitely glaring through the ship at Ikade because now the ship is so full.
We no longer have a skeleton crew.
Dude, I just solved 2 problems at once.
Okay. Samus looks back over his shoulder and he's like, there's nothing to hold on to. This is just gonna suck. And pulls back on the throttle as you all feel the craft move very quickly around you, and kind of you all have to jostle because there's no time for it to be a smooth kind of takeoff. in fact going to need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Fine.
Oh, I'm actually kind of good at
Fine.
that.
Not my worst score, but
It's my second
Uh,
best.
7 total for Berr.
23.
17.
Okay. Ikade?
A nat 1
Mm.
again.
I got a 0.
Hmm.
Okay.
Ow.
So, Berr, you are still holding Ikade.
Yeah.
At least Ikade'Sung
Like the turbulence, and he's like, oop.
Berr, you are a very competent Krogan that is a force to behold on the ground. This is not the ground. This is the air. So, you feel the ship shift, and you just can't quite keep up. And the both of you tumble into the crowd as you send Vorcha scattering across this very tight ship that you now have to you're against bodies now, just kind of like in the thick of it. I'm going to need to make another roll as anyone who isn't on the ground sees the shape of a Reaper destroyer resolve in view as it's screaming across the sky. You can see its like scarab-like features where it has like a heart, like a carapace-shaped body with these appendages. Raise the appendages, and one of the appendages begins to glow as it's going to make an attack on the shuttle.
Why
It's not-
Valentine's?
It's not in range technically, so you at least have that.
Yeah, that helps a
Uh,
lot.
Seamus is gonna be like, this is getting worse, and he's gonna like fling to the side. The whole craft shifts as this red beam ignites the entirety of the inside of the ship. You barely miss being just destroyed in one instant. And he's flying with all haste and speed up, and up. He is not concerned about the turbulence, about the trajectory. It's just up. And you all are just along for the ride as you feel beam after beam fired after you. This thing is in hot pursuit, and the pilot is working his ass off to keep you guys from being just immediately obliterated. He's going to make one more roll.
I'm stressed.
With a decent but not great roll, he's able to pull another maneuver, and you see like the sky go dark as you leave the blistering hot of Kamala and hit open space. As you leave Atmo, you feel a sizzle as something does hit you.
Oh.
It's gonna be hardy. The whole ship just rocks. All of you are forcibly slammed against the hull as you're just passengers in a thing desperately trying to survive. It's not a very big hit. I rolled, luckily for you all, my rolling has been terrible. So the damage is severe, but not immediately lethal. But you feel every system within this shuttle immediately is working overtime to not die in this very instant. You have no shields. You are rocketing as fast as a banged up engine can go. And Seamus is like, "No, we're gonna do this. Well, I'm gonna do this. This can happen." And like furious radio chatter as Vetra is like, "We're opening cargo bay doors. Get inside. We're taking off now." Um, would anyone like to do anything as you're rocketing towards the Acacia?
I'd like to roll for encouragement.
I'll allow a help action. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like how can we help?
The
But
way
I like-
that I was going to intimidate this man into calming,
Okay, you do it then.
the way I was going to scoot into the passenger, like the shuttles, they have like co-pilot seats. So like
Yeah.
I was going to go into the co-pilot seat and just stare at him and be like, "If you do not get us onto that ship now, you will have to deal with me. So calm down and shut up."
You see him take a deep breath. Go ahead and roll your intimidation.
Cool. I have a fun little thing that if I roll anything less than if I roll a 9 or lower, I can treat it as a 10. So
All right.
well, that's a 10.
Okay. He's gonna roll, but he's not particularly. Hey, he rolls a 3. You see him like get very like rigid and just like, all right, I'm calm. I'm a leaf on the wind. Come on, I'm doing this. And the ship rockets through space. Like he's concerned about speed and not much else as the Acacia like really just like balloons into view. You see the doors that he's aiming for, and he hits like he cuts engines just in time for you to like on inertia alone get through the doors. Things like you feel engine movement that is not yours as the Acacia itself picks you up and you rocket towards the mass relay, a Reaper in pursuit. And the Reaper is going to make an attack because it doesn't want you to escape.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it
that
doesn't
is-
want us to escape.
That is not good. The Acacia does not have a great AC. So
Wait,
this is
Can I use my inspiration to force you to reroll?
You know what? I will allow it. I will allow it on this one time.
Look, this is important.
It went from an absolute guaranteed hit to a 7. So
Ooh.
Saro saved the day. I don't know what I
The
did,
Acacia-
but it happened.
the Acacia's barriers ripple with the impact of the beam, and it is this thing that you saw as a rust bucket rattles to life. Its interiors just could not be more just completely bound out of this system as it rockets away towards the mass relay. The Reaper is firing and firing and firing, but the Acacia is just booking it out. And you, inspiration, you absolutely got yourself to safety. You feel the mass relay grab hold of the Acacia. The computation's already in the computer, and it fires you out of system. You are safe. You feel like an immediate exhale as everything stops being emergency and starts being just, all right, run of the mill. We're on mission again. You are free to do as you'd like, but the shuttle bay door opens and you see Vetra standing there. Is like, so that was exciting, and I'd kind of like to talk about it. So we're gonna have a debrief in just a minute, but also you all look close to death. So maybe med bay.
I take the pack that has the Ezo off and just push it into her chest.
You see her, like, really grab hold of it as she looks inside and is like, I feel like this was of my own doing, and I am so upset with myself right now. Please get to the med bay and stop bleeding.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, everyone I think needs a little bit of patching up, and then we can debrief.
You all rush to, with Vorcha in tow, just an entire gaggle into the med bay, as the other
Vorcha.
Drell in there looks up from their work and is like, "Oh, hey, yeah, there's too many of you for cots, so I'm just gonna start treating you as you walk in." Saro, could you make a perception roll for me?
Absolutely. I know I add 7 to this because I've rolled it a million times already. Cool. 14.
I'm just gonna roll something real quick, just to see. You know this Drell. This Drell is not a doctor that you know of, but they're absolutely a Drell that has been sent on assassination missions by the Hanar. All right, and that's where we're going to end it. I have been your GM, Patrick Tierney. My handle is Patrick Cakes on Blue Sky. My pronouns are he, him, and I will throw it over to Calvin.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I'm very curious what new chaos is going to be on this ship now that
I'm gonna get you, Patrick. I'm gonna get you. You hear this?
Whatever this is.
Just remember, 62 points of damage on my first turn ever in combat.
Yeah, our first combat win. I think that was pretty fun. Shoot. Well, yeah. I'm Calvin. I've been Berr. You can also find me on the social medias, on Win with Dice, on Blue Sky, and YouTube, where we have weekly streams and a gaming podcast that I think is pretty fun. And we're coming up on our 200th episode in the next few weeks, so I'm sure we'll do something cool. We have plans.
All right. We'll throw it over to Aubrey.
Hello, I'm Aubrey. You can find me everywhere on the internet at the Mad Queen or Mad Queen Cosplay, depending on the site. Usually it's just Mad Queen. I played Nev, and you can also find me as the technical director over at Queen's Court Games, where if you hear music on a thing, I probably had a hand in it at some point. Currently, we're about halfway through of the Buffy series that I have been directing. It is called Eat Your Young, and it uses the official Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG. So yeah, you should go check that out. It's a lot of fun. And you can also catch me as the GM over on Goblets and Gaze. Currently, our second season of Tyrant of the Dark Star is out. And it feels very poignant, being a story of rebellion against a city that's fallen to corruption. I didn't intend it this way, but it has been. But yeah, no, that's where you can find me.
All right. I will throw it over to Derryk.
Yeah, you better, Patrick. There's threats to me now. I can only wonder who is being threatened by this new Drell. But I am Derryk. I use they, ze, and he pronouns. If it's Garrus, I swear I will rampage the entire Hanar government.
We can't break.
I've been playing Saro Miat, who has been stressed this episode. You can find me out on the interwebs at Derryk Does RP or Derryk Does Roleplay. That's DERRYK DOES RP, or under the guise of the Queers and Spears social medias. That's where I do my stuff as a GM and run my own podcast, which you can watch on Sundays before this lovely show at 2 p.m. EST for our God Killer series, Grave of Grief, which is going on right now, and we'll be returning to our audio-only programming in January for our Arc 4 of our second campaign, Defiance. You can also, if you're going to be at PAX U, see me there this upcoming weekend. I'll be there.
I will throw it over to JPG.
Hi everyone, I'm JPG. I'm a pop culture educator and consultant. I have played Ikade'Sung Vas Torero, who is our Quarian. Vorcha's best friend, Berr's hetero life mate. A lot of things are just evolving as we go.
Barricade is real. Barricade is real.
Yeah, barricade is real. Barricade is real at this point. Okay. So you can find me on all social media at SpeakerJPG. I think next episode, I think we're gonna see Ikade out of the suit, because we're gonna have to get him out of the suit in order to treat him.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we are going to be taking a small winter break next week. We will be on a slight pause, but we will return on the 15th. So make sure you join us then, because a lot of stuff has to be figured out. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, you, Patrick.